Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to Better Call Saul. We just finished up Breaking Bad last week. We just watched El Camino last week. Now the only thing left to do is jump head first into Better Call Saul, man. I'm super excited to see this. A lot of people, I had a mix of people, right? Some people were saying, jump straight into the stuff, don't stop. Some people were saying, take a small break so you can kind of differentiate the two, because Better Call Saul is amazing like Breaking Bad, but it's also different, right? I heard the pace is a little bit slower, the story building is a little bit different. And I do remember, back in season 1, season 2 of Breaking Bad, more so season 1 of Breaking Bad, we did start off a little bit slow to set the tone and set up the story and everything like that. Then episode 6 is when things kind of really took off, but I still enjoyed the slower paced episodes. You guys know I love the storytelling, the story building, the dialogue scenes and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what we have in store for Better Call Saul. I don't know what to expect going into this. I believe I was told this is a prequel to Breaking Bad. I kind of would have assumed that with the way we ended Breaking Bad for Saul. You know what I mean? Because he went off to his new life, new identity. He can't exactly be a lawyer with all these commercials and stuff. I'm excited to see what we have in store here. I'm excited to meet some new characters, and I'm excited to get some more of Saul, because Saul's character, dude's entertaining and dude is always on 100. I want to see how he's going to interact with some other people and some other characters, man. But guys, I'm going to stop wasting time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. I'm going to try my best not to compare this to Breaking Bad, but I'm going to have to mention it every here and again at least. And I'm going to start now already. The start of the episode, the way we start with the camera shots and everything already feels like Breaking Bad. Is this post Breaking Bad then? Because he said, best case scenario, I'm managing a Cinnabon in Omaha. Oh my God. It's him, bro. He looks way different. His name is Gene. He did end up managing the Cinnabon. So is this all going to be post, or are we going to see a flashback or something? I mean, bro, you probably figure Saul is so rich, he really doesn't need to work, right? He could have invested his money, right? But he has to launder it all too, right? To be able to really use it, huh? Don't tell me he recognizes him, bro. He's looking at him weird.
I should have been diplomatic and fixed it someday.
Oh no. I mean, Saul has a very distinct look to him, right? Even though he changed his facial hair and whatnot, the way his mustache and everything. You see, he's still scared. Maybe this is his old commercials. He's gonna run them, reminisce a little bit, man. I mean, it's a completely different lifestyle now, It's like, bro, all this is because of Walt at the end of the day, right?
Don't let false allegations pull you
Yeah.
into an unfair fight. Hi, I'm Saul Goodman, and I will do the fighting for you. I investigate, advocate, persuade, and most importantly, win. Better
He
Call
misses that
Saul.
life, dude. Damn. And now we're not in black and white no more. Woo! What a start. It's just tough, dude. I get it, man. It's who he was. It's who he is. And now he's pretending to be somebody else, but he doesn't have much of a choice. Let me do the same. Make the obnoxious noise too. Are they waiting for Saul, maybe? Maybe what we saw was a flash forward, and this is really going to be a prequel.
These boys, 19. I don't.
He's nervous. This must have been early on in his career.
Oh, to be 19 again. You with me, ladies and gentlemen? Do you remember 19?
He's looking young.
If I were held accountable for some of the stupid decisions I made when I was 19, oh boy, wow. And I bet if we were in church right now, I'd get a big amen. Which brings us to these 3. I don't know, call me crazy, but I don't think they deserve to have their bright futures ruined by a momentary, minute, never to be repeated lapse of judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, you're bigger than that.
That was decent. So what are they, just for trespassing? Is that all it is, or is that part of it? I mean, yeah, bro, let's be real. We all did dumb stuff when we were younger. Not that we shouldn't be held accountable, but it depends on what it is. You know what I mean? I did some dumb shit when I was younger. We ain't gonna talk about it.
Wait, okay, wait for it. Wait.
They were doing this shit off of a dead guy. Okay, yeah, they should definitely be held accountable for this. 100%. This is a different degree.
Look, didn't nobody tell you to try all three of them together? One trial, $700.
You're gonna
Damn.
miss me. You are gonna miss me, because it'll be a cold day in hell before I do any more PD work for this shitty court.
Damn, he wasn't making money at all back then. That is fucked. They sawed the head off. They were fucking with it quite literally. That's a different level, okay? They should 100% be held accountable for that. That is like, that's not just, oh, you know, we had a lapse in judgment. We were fucking around a little bit. No. Jesus, man.
Law offices of James McGill, how may I direct your call? Yes, Mrs. Kettleman, so good of you to return. Actually, I don't have Mr. McGill at the moment, but I know he...
Acting like he has his own secretary. Bro, humble beginnings, right? Humble beginnings. You can't start at the top. You got to start from nothing and build up, man. I'm glad we're getting to see this, actually, because I was just talking about at the start. We didn't really know too much of his back history, right?
Well, I see 5 stickers. You're 1 shy. It's
Is that
$3.
Mike?
They gave me... Look, I'm validated for the entire day. I was in that court back there, saving people's lives, so...
Oh, gee, that's swell. And thank you for restoring my faith in the judicial system. Now, you either pay the $3 or you go back inside and you get an additional sticker.
Wow, fucking Mike! This is how they met? I thought they met through Gus. Oh my god, bro, I'm so glad we get to see Mike in this shit. It sucks because I know what happens to him in the end, but at least we get to see more of his fucking character.
It's getting arrested that makes people look guilty, even the innocent ones. And innocent people get arrested every day. And they find themselves in a little room with a detective who acts like he's their best friend. Talk to me, he says. Help me clear this thing up. You
Good
don't
cop.
need a lawyer, only guilty people need lawyers. And boom, hey, that's when it all goes south.
He's a good talker, man. Always has been.
It's very simple, straightforward. Please read it closely, but if you sign it, I can get started on that defense strategy of ours this very afternoon.
He needs money, man. Trying to land any client he can. He's like, come on, baby, come on.
Craig,
Damn.
I think maybe we should sleep on it.
Damn.
Sure.
She's not interested. He was, but she's not. Jimmy McGill, so does he end up like in Breaking Bad when he moved to a new life? Was that his second time doing it? And when he moves now, when he must move at some point because he's going by Saul, right? Later on.
It's paid out. Run it again.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Did he just hit a person?
Oh my god. Cal! Cal! Look at me! Buddy, look at me. Are you okay? Say something.
Oh my god.
How did I get the whole thing on video?
It was an accident.
It was an accident. He didn't mean to. Ah!
No.
Oh! That's broke.
Is this a scam they run? This shit seems sus.
Ow, what the hell, man? Listen, Starlight Express, I'm gonna give you a 9.6 for technique, 0.0 for choice of victim. I'm a lawyer. Furthermore, does a steaming pile of crap scream payday to you, huh? The only way that entire car is worth $500 is if there's a $300 hooker sitting in it. Now, let's talk about what you owe me for the windshield.
Yeah, bro, that shit was a scam. Hey, props to man for taking the bump, though, huh? That scared the fuck out of me. I was like, this shit seems sus. They got it on video. The guy's kind of acting like that. They're twin. Like, this is something they always do, huh?
Ciao,
Hey,
Mrs. Nguyen.
this is the place he tried to get Jesse to buy, no? Yep. Damn, so it's Jimmy McGill, James McGill. So he must end up having to relocate. If not relocate, maybe he just thinks he needs to rebrand and chooses to change his name. Backing up, man. I mean, maybe this is how he ends up getting into the kind of sus business, right? 26K? Damn. Is it somebody he doesn't want to represent because maybe it's because they're quote unquote bad kind of or something, you know, along the lines of Walter? I mean, the people he just represent are pretty bad, but you know what I mean? Maybe he's got certain morals he doesn't want to cross right now, or maybe that's just a personal reason, right? Maybe he knows them and doesn't want to represent them.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Hamlin, and I won't have it!
Do you want me to call security?
It's okay, Brenda. We got it.
A measly 26 grand. Jesus, you're like Peter Minuit with the Indians. Throw in some beads and shells while you're at it.
It's just a start. There'll be more, unless you're going to just tear them all up.
And why was it made out to me? Why not Chuck?
Can he make his way to the bank?
What Chuck did for this firm, and damn near single-handedly, 1/3 of this place belongs to him. $17 million in that ballpark. I mean, we'll know once we get the accountants poking around here. Until then, no more penny ante checks designed to make it look like Chuck still works here. He doesn't. He never will again. It's time to do right by him and cash him out.
So is this somebody else he's representing? They're trying to pay off Saul, right? So he stops poking around. I mean, Saul's doing the kind of morally right thing, right? By not being paid off, because that's clearly what they're trying to do. Sending the checks to him, addressing them to him. Oh, wow. They came here instead. Probably because they have a nice, big, fancy office, right? The clients he was trying to get. That's tough. That's why there's a dent in the trash can. Using a typewriter? Is that what we hear? Yeah, no electricity, no water, nothing. This is the grind, man. You know what I mean? This is early days. The build.
Hey, Chuck, can you
That's
not
Chuck.
read that for a second? Can we talk? You gotta cash out. You gotta.
Again? Really?
There's no other way. I know that you don't want to hear it, but you've got to.
You know I'm going to beat this. You know I'm going to get better.
Does he have cancer?
In order to pay out my share, suppose my partners are forced to liquidate the firm. Then what?
That's their problem.
My clients are out in the cold. My cases are scattered to the winds. 126 people lose their jobs. What happens to your cronies in the mailroom? The assistants, the paralegals, the janitorial staff, all of them out on the street.
I can't carry both of us. I've been trying like hell, but I can't.
You think you have to provide for me? I never asked you that.
You didn't have to ask.
I didn't want to take anything, but Howard was very insistent. And I'm going to pay you back, too.
Charles McGill? So is this his dad?
Hamlin's making you a chump!
I'm going to get better! I'm going to go back to work, and I'm picking up where I left off!
Wait. So I'm not supposed to use my name? On Hamlin's say-so? What's he gonna do, sue me?
Nobody wants to create an adversarial situation. I'm sure Howard would gladly pay the cost of new matchbooks and so on. It's simply a matter of professional courtesy.
Maybe this is how he gets the name Saul Goodman, right? And goes with that. So is that his dad? They got to be related somehow, because same last name, right? Because it said Charles McGill on the paper, which I'm assuming Chuck is his nickname for Charles. Maybe not his name. Maybe not his dad. Maybe his uncle.
Whoa, come on. Give me 30 seconds. Could be the most profitable 30 seconds of your lives.
Is he going to try and run a scam with them? They get hit by cars. He represents them. They split the money. Something like that.
They called him Slippin' Jimmy. And everybody wanted to be his friend.
Is this his made up kind of story or identity about himself?
He knew it was coming. Was it Christmas? Was it Kwanzaa? Better. It was slip and fall season.
Slip and fall in parking lots and make some money.
State Street was good. Michigan Avenue was better.
He ran these scams when he was young,
wait for it to get busy, then he'd walk out on the ice and boom! He would biff it so hard, people would come running from 5 blocks away. Okay, one good fall, he'd clear 6, 8 grand. That'd keep him in old Milwaukee and Maui Wowie right through Labor Day.
Damn.
2 grand for one hit.
One hit. Plus you get to learn from the best.
Maybe he's gonna have them take a bump from Howard. So I want that story had to have been about Saul when he was younger, right?
You come shooting out of there. You do what you did to me. You go ass over tea kettle. You make it a blue ribbon special. When she gets out of the car, you're suffering Saint Sebastian, right? You're the hammer. Okay, you get in her face. You scare the bejesus out of her. Once you got her good and rattled, then you call for an ambulance. But really, you're calling for me. I'm number one on your speed dial right next to your weed dealer. You call me, I hot-foot it over here. I just happen to be driving by. We go mano a mano. You light into me. It can get nasty. No touching, leave the hair alone. But otherwise, you know, open season. You get paid when I get paid. I'm the rising tide that raises all dinghies.
Interesting, bro. I love seeing this shit. You know what I mean? Getting to see where Saul started out, some of this scummy shit. He's going for these people, not for Howard. Okay. Makes sense. He's trying to get them as his client so he can make more money from them. I thought he was going to send them to get hit by Howard, but I guess it would make sense because Howard, you know what I mean? He would probably think it's sus that Saul happens to be there. Dude, I hope these kids don't actually get hurt, bro, because taking a bump from a car, like, yeah, you can do it, but, like, so much can go wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, God, bro. I'm nervous. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Damn, that's a hell of a bump. Shit looked real as fuck. I mean, it was real, but shit looked bad.
Come on already.
Oh no, is she hurt?
She's making a sandwich. Where's her sense of responsibility?
Is she knocked out? Oh shit!
What? Hey!
Damn, she just took off. I mean, there's people that'll do that because they're scared, right? And the dude stood up to make it look like he's not hurt now. Shit.
Okay, wait, she hit and run.
That's what I'm saying. She bailed and wailed.
Oh, okay, just stay where you are. I'll come get you.
No. Screw that, man. We're following her. Yo, how?
Shit.
You're following her how?
We got our ways, yo.
Okay.
Damn.
New plan. You do know me. I'm your lawyer. You got that? You fell into the honeypot, kid. You get it? Hit and run is a felony.
So what do we need him for?
Oh shit. Damn, that is true because they can just get a different lawyer, right? A hit and run is bad as fuck, man. Like, that's one of the worst things you can do is fucking leaving. Are they gonna end up in the parking lot of her lawyer's office?
Hey, yo, hold up. Hey, yeah, Hugh, what is the matter with you? You hit and run.
The wrong person.
You felonied my brother.
¿Qué pasa?
Habla English. We call la policía. La policía gonna be pissed.
Did they follow the wrong car?
Okay.
Mijo. Mijo.
They still haven't shown the car. I think they followed the wrong car, man. Either that or they really selected the wrong car to get hit by. I'm gonna be real. I don't remember the color of the car, so I don't even know if this is the right one. It looks like the same car. It is. So why is she acting so sus like she don't know what's going on? I know she don't speak English, but motherfucker, like, actions speak louder than words. Shit.
Open up in the name of the law. Good afternoon.
Oh shit. That's fucking Tuco? Oh my god! What the fuck? No! Oh my god, bro. What? Damn! They chose the wrong motherfucker. God damn. Holy shit. Oh my god. Wow. I feel like he's definitely got to just be a cameo, right? Like, he can't be... Oh, my God. Better Call Saul! Season 1, Episode 1 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Mike showing up earlier. Like, I'm hoping he's not a one-off cameo. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he could definitely be someone who's in the show completely. And we get more of his back. Like, we got some of his backstory in Breaking Bad and whatnot. But I feel like he could be more involved in this show for sure. But Tuco, I feel like he's going to be a quicker cameo, like maybe a few episodes, right? Like, holy shit. Wow. Fucking Tuco, man. So we're just, bro, first fucking episode, we're just cameo after, like, all these fucking, I mean, this is the Breaking Bad universe, right? You know what I mean? Like, we should have expected it. God, dude, Tuco and Mike. Holy shit. Fantastic stuff, man. What a start to the season, though. Like, what a start to the show. People sitting here telling me like Better Call Saul starts out slow and stuff. Like, yeah, you can say this episode was a little bit slow to build it. Like, I love this shit, man. This is my bread and butter when it comes to shows, man. Like, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm a fan of action scenes and everything like that. But I genuinely just enjoy story building and dialogue, I think, more than action scenes at this point. Honestly, like, when I first started watching movies and stuff on this channel and got into them more, I enjoyed action scenes more, I would say. But now that I've watched so much shit over time, when you get into a show or a movie that has really good storytelling, world building, dialogue, and things like that, you can just appreciate it so much more than an action scene. Because I feel like this might be, you know, kind of a weird take, but I honestly feel like making a good action scene is probably easier than making a good dialogue scene, right? Like, making a good action scene, I'm sure it takes more energy because you got to do so many takes and stuff if you mess up and whatnot. But as far as like writing a good dialogue scene, I feel like it's a lot harder to do, because with action scenes, it's easier to wow people than a good dialogue scene. You know what I mean? And this entire fucking episode, now, yeah, granted, you could say they had a little bit of the, you can call, I don't even know if you would call it fan service, because it's still the Breaking Bad universe and everything seems like it has its part. Right, I don't know how much the Mike thing is going to come back, seeing him, or how like this Tuco thing is obviously playing right into the storyline for the kids hitting them, but I don't know if I necessarily call it fan service, right? And I don't even like, even if you took those out of this episode, I still think this show is fantastic. Now, you could also argue that it's just because Saul is such a captivating character, but man, what an episode, dude. So Chuck, I'm assuming is probably, maybe we'll get an answer to this later on down the road in a couple episodes or something. He's obviously related to Chuck, right? I don't know if it's his dad or his uncle. I'm assuming it's probably like his uncle or something, because if it was his dad, I'm assuming he would be calling him dad. But I'm assuming he has cancer, because he said he was sick and he's going to get better and this and that. So I'm assuming he has cancer, and Saul wants him to take the deal before he dies, because once he dies, I'm sure it's a lot more legal shit and they can probably like run it out, ended up not giving him his money or this or that, you know what I mean, once he's dead. So that's probably why Saul is trying to force him into getting the money out company and stuff prior to it happens, as opposed to these tiny little, you know, 28 grand checks, which 28 grand's a lot of money, but not in the big compass of things, right? He's saying millions is what he should get. Like, what do you say, 17 mil or something like that? But you see, Chuck, he genuinely cares about, you know, the law firm, the customers, the workers and employees, because he's like, yeah, we're gonna get some money, but the company could go under. And Saul's like, well, that's not our fucking problem. He's like, yeah, but it's not necessarily, you know, because we're screwing over Howard and them, the people at the top. Like, they're gonna have money, they're gonna be fine, but what about everybody else? What about the secretaries? What about the janitors? What about all our clients that were involved with these cases? Like, these people are just gonna be left out to hang, you know, hung out to dry in the wind, so to speak, and they're gonna be fucked. You know, like Howard and them, even if the company goes under, I'm sure they'll be fine because they probably have so much money. But what about like the little guy, so to speak? You know, and that's how he's thinking of things. It's funny because when they were having that back and forth, it made me think of Daredevil, right? It made me think of like Matt, in the sense of him being Howard a little bit, and Foggy being more like Saul, right? Because Foggy was a little bit more focused on the money toward the start, and Matt was more focused on just, you know, doing right by the people and doing right by his clients, even if they couldn't pay. And don't get me wrong, Foggy's a good person, he still helped out, he still went that route too, but it's like you kind of had that back and forth a little bit, and I kind of saw that mirrored here between those two. That's kind of what came to mind since I recently finished Daredevil. But fantastic start to the show, man. I'm glad this is turning out like this, because I was sad when I finished Breaking Bad, but I can already tell based off this first episode, this is gonna be fucking amazing. And this show, just like, you know, Breaking Bad, I heard it gets better and better with each season. So if I love this show this much on the first episode, I know it's only gonna get better and better, man. But Tuco, who the fuck would have thought? Now it's interesting too, because we know the fates of these characters, right? We know Tuco obviously ends up dying later on in Breaking Bad, and we know Mike obviously ends up dying later on in Breaking Bad. Now how far back this was in comparison to when Breaking Bad was, I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure we'll get these these questions answered. I don't want spoilers in the comments. I'm just kind of thinking out loud, but it's definitely interesting to see, man, because you see Saul coming from these humble beginnings, like not being able to pay any fucking bills, $700 for this many clients, whereas in Breaking Bad he had his own office set up, he had his own secretary, he had a bunch of clients and whatnot. He was making a lot of money from Walt and them. Like, he was stacked up pretty good. But we see humble beginnings, man. Like, this is the grind time, and it's motivating too to see stuff like this. Again, I know it's a show and everything, but it's like you see where he was in Breaking Bad, and then you see where he's at now. Like, he's in the fucking water heater closet of a nail salon shop, which I don't know if that's the exact same nail salon shop that he tried to get Jesse to buy to launder his money through in Breaking Bad, but it looks similar, right? And it's like humble beginnings, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about the grind, building stuff up when you're at the bottom. It's tough, it's hard, but you got to do what you got to do, man. And I'm assuming Slippin' Jimmy had to have been a story about him, but if he had to have exaggerated on the money he was pulling in, or maybe the story wasn't actually about him, because if he was pulling in that much money, you know what I mean, he had to have been stacked up pretty good. But maybe he stacked up that money and used that to put himself through law school too, right? Maybe it was something like that. I don't know, but regardless, fantastic fucking start to Better Call Saul. I'm excited to continue it on. But guys, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys enjoyed this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below what is something you guys want to see me react to next on the channel. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Alexander Collins, and the homie Christopher Larimer. Your guys' support is much appreciated. If you guys haven't already and you do want to join the Patreon family, the link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. You get early access to a bunch of videos, up to 2, sometimes even 3 weeks in advance, full-length reactions, and you get to participate in polls to help decide what we do and what we react to on the channel. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.